Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Lavana Ranti and I'm from TBI 4A. And here I would like to explain to you about some material of pragmatic for my mid test. And firstly, I would like to explain to you about speech act. Speech act, as we know, is the utterance that speaker makes and achieves to intense effect. For example, when someone say to others for saying thanks or thank you for always helping me, that speaker makes the utterance intentions right. Alright, according to the developers of speech act theory, Jill Austin, he is say that there are three types of speech act. Firstly is locutionary, illocutionary, and the lastly is perlocutionary. Illocutionary is the fact of act. For example, when someone say that I'm hungry, this is the fact or the real I'm really hungry. And illocutionary is functions, the social functions of what is said. For example, when someone say there is someone at the door, when someone's at the door, this is utterance, speaker utterance that want to close the door or open the door. And lastly is perlocutionary. Perlocutionary is a fact based on the particular context in which the speaker act is said. This is the result what others said. I think that's all for the speech act. And next we move the other materials. Alright guys, now we continue to talk about comparative principle. In ordinary conversations, the speaker and the listener is share in principal conversations which describe the speaker and the listener is accept each other and act cooperatively to understand each other in a certain way. And Paul Grease argue that in everyday conversations there is four maxims to ensure to effectively communications. And firstly is a maxim of quantity. This is the speaker should be informed the information necessarily to just enough information, just inform the enough information. For example, when someone asks you about what time is it, you just answer it's 4 a.m. It is neither too much nor too little information. This is just enough. And then next is maxim of quality. This is the speaker should be inform the information truthfully based on their contributions and what they believe to be true. For example, Paul Grease argued that in everyday conversations there are four maxims, and this is the true by the that we believe that this is the truthfully that Paul Grease argued that this is the only four maxim, for example. And then the next is maxim of relations. This is the contribution should be relevant and ongoing conversations. For example, when someone asks you about what time is it and you answer about my favorite color is blue. No, this is the wrong maxim. You just broke maxim because when someone asks you about the information, you just answer the information that enough or answer the questions. And then the lastly is a maxim of manner. Maxim of manner is contributions should be clearly and concise and without ambiguity. For example, when someone asks you what major is you, and you just say I'm college at there, and this is you just broke the manner because your information is not clearly and not concise, and this is the ambiguous. And maybe when someone asks you about what your major, you just inform the information just enough that include three types of maxims before, and the relations, quantity and the quality. You just inform the information that what someone's need that you just answer just enough information. For example, yeah, when someone say what's your major, you just say I'm student in English major. You just say the information clearly and concise without ambiguity, without someone think too much what you say, what just you answer. Alright, next, this is the cooperative principle, guys. Cooperative principle that include 4 maxims in conversations. Alright, next we're talking about another materials. Alright, bye. Alright guys, now we're talking about implicature. Implicature actually is when we talk, so we don't talk something directly and we don't state something directly, but we rather to state, we talk and we say something indirectly. For example, this is the conversations of 2 people, me and my friends, for example, and I say that I'm really hungry and my friend said there is a restaurant down the street. This is basically, I just only say that I'm really hungry, but I'm not looking for the restaurant. But my friends indirectly say that I need some restaurant, I need some food, I need go to the restaurant so I can buy some food, so that I'm not hungry anymore. So my friends basically indirectly say that directly the restaurant so I can buy some food because I'm really hungry. But I'm not say directly, I need a restaurant to buy some food. I just only say that I'm really hungry, so my friends directly the restaurant for me to buy some food. Okay, and the relationship between the implicature and cooperative principle before is implicature occur when the speakers convey the information, not only just convey the information but also rely on the assumptions. But in the cooperative principle, there is influence the informations of implicature in conversations. And the implicature is there are 2 types. The firstly is conversational and second is conventional. Conversational is in the based on the fact, and conventional is I'm sorry. So the conversational is there's any reason, and conventional is based on the fact. For example, conversationals there's any reason is when someone asks you, so can you go to the party tonight, and you answer I cannot go to the party because I'm busy, or I got sick maybe. But when someone say that she is busy or get sick, there is maybe be truthfully or maybe just any reasons that she or he don't want to go to the party. Okay, and the confessional is based on the fact. For example, before that I'm really hungry, maybe that I'm really hungry. I'm not just looking for food, but I'm really hungry. Okay, maybe that's all that I can explain about implicature. So implicature is the implicature is speaker assumptions maybe, and then there are relationship, and there are 2 types of implicature. Okay guys, so there are about implicature, and we move to the next material again. Bye. Alright guys, now we continue to talking about presuppositions. Presuppositions according to George Ewell and in Pragmatic Sport University that state the presuppositions is speaker assumes as an event that before producing an utterance. Okay, and according to George Ewell, there is 6 types of presuppositions. The first is existential presuppositions that show how the existence of something that conveys through the presuppositions. For example, someone stole Andy's motorcycle, so we can assume that there is a three people or things, that there is Andy, there is a someone, and there is a motorcycle. And then the next is factive presuppositions. Factive presuppositions here is when we convey the information based on the fact that we believe to be true. For example, Andy have a paper, so he doesn't realize that was heavy raining outside. This is the based on the fact because we believe the truth. Because Andy was have a paper and he doesn't realize that there is a heavy raining outside. And then the next is lexical presuppositions. Lexical presuppositions is obtained through the speech before we interpret it through in the speech. For example, Andy used to smoke after being laid off. So we get two assumptions here. The first assumption is Andy used to smoke, and the assumption number 2 is Andy used to work. Okay, so in the next is structural presuppositions. So structural presuppositions here is expressed through the speech whose in structure immediately understood without looking at the words used. For example, this is this is often we use in WH questions. Sorry guys, there is any disturb me, my cousin. Okay, so for example is what's dot in the cupboard. So we can assume that there is any things in the cupboard because there is nobody in the cupboard. And the next assumption is the cupboard is empty. Alright, so the next is non-factual presuppositions. Non-factual presuppositions here, this is a presuppositions that still allow misunderstanding or ambiguity. That word uncertain. For example, I wish I had a car. So I wish I had a car. So we can assume that I didn't have a car. So I wish I had a car. And the last is counterfactual presuppositions. Okay, the last is the counterfactual presuppositions. This is the last, and this is the that we produce to understanding the opposite in the statement. For example, this is usually contained with if clause. For example, if Sinta comes today, she will meet Andy. So there is any word if clause that contain the last presuppositions here. Alright guys, so I think that's all about the presuppositions. Then the presuppositions is the assumptions, the speaker assumptions as an event before producing an utterance, and there is any 6 according to George Yule. Okay guys, so we move to the next material. Alright, sorry guys, so there is any disturb and noisy. And alright guys, so this is the material about presuppositions, and we move next to the another materials. Okay, so bye. Alright guys, so we continue to the last material about politeness theory. Okay, when we talk about politeness theory, according to Stephen Levinson, that politeness theory is when we showing awareness and considerations of another person's face. Okay, when we talk about politeness theory, this is include our face or person's face. So every persons have a negative and positive face. That there are include the the face treating act and face saving act. So I'll explain to you about the negative phase. The negative phase is we need to be independent and we need to be free persons. Okay, so the phase treating act here is we treat the person's self-image. Okay, so for example, the negative phase of treating act is wash the dishes and do your homework with a high sounds that someone's. Okay, so when someone say with the high sounds, because this is the negative phase that we need to be independent. So when someone asks you to do something with a high sound, so this is impolite guys. So so this is the impolite or the phase treating act. So we need to treat the positive and the negative. We need to treat the phase saving act. For example, when when in the negative or the treating act, someone say that in high sounds, but we need to be independent. So in the positive or in the negative in saving act, so when, for example, someone say that do you mind to wash the dishes, and do you mind wash the dishes, and please do your homework. Okay, this is with the questions, and then this is the politeness way or politeness sentence, because this is the include the phase saving act. Okay, and then next is positive phase, same as the negative phase that have a phase treating and phase saving act. So but positive phase is we need to be connected with people, and we need to belong. We need to belong into group. So for example, when someone's reply to you, when someone say to you that how are you, and you say that actually I'm not very well, I'm not that well. This is the only the connected of saving phase. And then another example is when someone asks you, but hey, how are you? And you reply that I'm good, and how are you? This is the phase saving act actually, because you need to belong to the people. We need to belong to people and connect with people. So when someone asks you and you just answer what they need or what they with the questions to okay, so this is about the politeness theory. Politeness theory is including the person's face that have a relationship about the person's face, and the person's every person is have a negative and then negative face, and then the negative and positive there are include the face treating act and face saving act. That face treating is the impolite or the broken one, and the face saving one is the politeness. And alright, so I think that's all about all of material that I explained before, and this is the last material. Okay, I think that's all that I can explain to you about this material of pragmatic. About this is for my test. Okay. Thank you for watching this and taking for it and attentions, guys. So the last I say you thank you and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye bye.